Have to, don't they? Yes, of course they would. Oh, they've turned the ball over. Moulin, the centre pairing today for Racing. And here is Dan Carter, the master craftsman at work.
And into those kicks, you need to find grass in your face then and get charged down, because that could have ended up in a disaster for Glasgow. But he identified where the space was, and the thing when you have someone like Nairabora, you've got to put the ball behind him. As the Scarlets found out to their cost earlier on in this tournament, don't kick those last week, but it's far more intensity in their game.
Big carry from Machenaud, Dan Carter, soft hand. You're going into this game, Dan Carter, 6 from 7 from Europe. Racing are putting huge pressure on this Glasgow defence, and here goes Dan Carter. He knew the pass line. Here is Lorre once more, and now Machenaud. The inside ball this time, Nakarawa.
Pull-in defenders, left, right and centre. It's a high tackle here from Nakarawa, but it's hard to believe he can do anything other than a high tackle on Marc-Andre, such as the height advantage.
As well as the class of Brice Dulin, Mike Phillips and Casey Laulala in the back line. And here's a class act himself, is Dan Carter, no problem. To Nairabora, try stopping him, guys. It's going to take at least 3 of you. And it's Dan Carter who makes the tackle of the end.
That ruck, and very effective getting beyond the first tackler. And there's one who's also very effective getting past any number of tackles. But they're trying to get it.
2 of which were particularly memorable. Oh, he doesn't like the way he struck that one. It was a bit scruffy.
There was inevitability about this try. Well won by Nyanga at the tail. There's so many line-out options, and then unity, cohesion. Machenaud adding his weight. Carter even adding his weight to that drive.
Disappointment on your face. Easy for Carter. So the Mutawarira of Racing 92. Here is Carter. Oh, that's great. Here's Machenaud. The All Blacks working. And if he gets a chance to move around in the loose, you'll see a sort of a French Keith Wood in action. Nice in Racing 92 with Marc-Andre and Brice Dulin. And Dan Carter departs. So that squad under the new coach Dino Vez. Good scrummage. Machenaud to Machenaud. And Racing deciding that the best policy in the early stages is to... Away goes Tommy Funa. 22 stones almost. Now Dan Carter. Here is Machenaud looking for that quick ball.
Impressive start of the season on both fronts.
Mash is under a lot of pressure there from Maxime Machenaud, and you could see that the game he had last week at Murrayfield, Johnny Gray. Oh, what a pass! That is the Stuart Hogg. Oh, chance of side with Mark Bennett, and Stuart Hogg decided to step inside today. He's another player suffering from concussion. Oh, Duncan Weir gives the ball away to Maxime Machenaud.
One thing you cannot afford to do is allow defensive line.
And off 5 tries in the World Cup for the Argentinian. Oh, that's Lorre. Did well to stay on his feet. Stayed strong. Here's Machenaud. And now it's Eddie Bell. Just manages to run through the tackle of Finn Russell. Opportunity here. There must be! And it's Marc-Andre. Can he finish off? Not quite. The scramble defence was there just in time. Here is Lorre once more, and now Machenaud. The inside ball this time. Nakarawa. Was he a little bit high on Marc-Andre? And Sobonchy goes on. The drive in behind him from Wenceslas Lorre. Machenaud flicks it out. Here come the power runners. The big downfield offer. Bounced really awkwardly there, and it did. And Duncan Weir came in to sweep up well.
Great work by Duncan Weir, because on him off was breathing down his neck.
There's a lot of ferreting about there going on the floor, and John Lacey, will he? No, not quite. Here's Dan Carter. He tries, tackles the great man. Off goes Machenaud. There's a gap there around the fringes. In comes Imhoff. He's going to bring them back.
And the big ball carrier, Dan Carter taking the ball, and then Machenaud really quick and alert. And